10 years ago, we put the Skidsteer tracks, I cut them in two and used them as erosion control. And you can notice they've held up pretty good. The white rock's still there. The Skidsteer tracks held the hill, and you can see how the water went over them. But they really worked well as a recycled erosion control, you know. And they've been in here for right at 10 years, and they've held that whole hillside really good. You know, there's a little bit of rock there washed around, but nothing, no big ruts.
That's where there's no big ruts.
Yeah, well,
and that's a big steep hill.
But that's not bad. You know, you can maintain that, but that really slowed them down, and they really had a purpose. And they, for something that you were going to throw away, they came in, they did the job, and you can drive over the top of them. So, recycled Skidsteer tracks sure helped the erosion on this hill. So, my name's Mealey, and I got a problem, and I want to share it with you. I want to take these steel tracks or rubber tracks off my Skidsteer and utilize them. They want $100 to recycle them. I want to get something out of them. I want to cut them in two and use them for erosion control. And I'm going to show you what you got to do. First of all, you got to get them braced up in the middle so that they're humped up, so when the weight of them, when they come apart, they're pulling apart. That rubber is really hard to cut. And the only thing that I found that would cut them was a titanium blade on a skill saw. That titanium blade's already cut one. I'm going to show this other one. So it's going to smoke a lot. I use WD-40 oil to lubricate it. I tried the Milwaukee reciprocating saw with the demolition blade, but the blade's still plugged up. It didn't work as good. This way, this works. So without further ado, I'll show you how we're going to cut this track and cut through. Okay, so I want to wear safety glasses when you do this. So you better watch it. Hang on to that saw. Take your saw off. Should be able to finish the cut. Should just fall apart here in a second. Yep. It's a tough one. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Just make sure when you're sawing that, you hang on to that saw really tight, because it's wanting to kick back a lot. But it does get the job done, and that's the fastest way I found to cut those in two. A titanium circular saw blade and their reciprocating saw at the end. So,
what kind of blade you got in your reciprocating saw?
Oh, it's just a demolition blade. But you got to have a real coarse tooth. You're trying to cut it with a fine tooth, it'll just plug up. That oil really works good. It'll plug up, and the heat will stick to the blade unless you're putting oil on it. So there you go. We cut them in two, but it's a job, and it's sort of on the dangerous side. So you know, probably not OSHA approved, but gets the job done in the world of innovation. Down in the woods. This is what I cut these tracks off up home for. I'm going to lay them on this hillside to hold the erosion, and then I can drive the tractors right over them because they'll be flat and I won't have to keep picking them up. And you know, they'll get impregnated into that dirt with those spikes on the bottom. That's what it's all about. Trying to utilize something that was junk making it something that's got a purpose, and they'll last for a lifetime, especially for my lifetime. There you go. Erosion control.
Now go drive the tractor on it.
Huh?
Go drive the tractor on it.
I'll drive that down there. That'll be packed down. That's gonna last a long time. Long time. Getting more mileage out of those Skidsteer tracks. There's $2,500 worth of tracks laying there on there when you replace them, so that's probably the most expensive silk sock that you're ever going to buy, but at least you got some use out of it, because they'll charge you $100 if the people that sold them to me, if they had to get rid of them, it would cost you $100, $50 a track. So I got some mileage out of it and saved some money. So and that'll help the road. So that's it from the woods.